place. Good morning, Jannette.
Good morning, Misty.
And when is this taking place again?
This Sunday.
This is an awful lot going on this flyer. Sorry.
It is.
I'm trying to look at it, but it's kind of like psychedelic. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This Sunday, November 11th, from 2 to 3:30 p.m. At Trilogy Performance Sports, we'll be hosting a special yoga class to thank our veterans for their wonderful service.
Okay. And who is this? Is this free? Is this, tell us.
It's a free class. However, we're asking for donations. $10 is suggested, but it's on a basis of what you can afford, what you would like to give, but it's not required either. It's everybody in the community is welcome. Not only veterans, but families of veterans, people who just want to support our veteran community.
Okay. And are you teaching the class?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I've not done yoga myself, so not sure that that's quite the event for me.
Actually, it would be. All of my classes are taught for any level. I teach multiple poses with modifications, and we have lots of props to help support the beginner yoga person. And sorry.
Okay, so beginner or advanced levels, you can teach that, and it's just like a time to come and have fun.
We'll be doing a lot of stretching and breathing. Breathing really helps with our stress, especially for veterans, for PTSD. Science and studies are out there to prove that our breathing and yoga tremendously helps any kind of anxieties, addictions, all kinds of things. Yes.
Do you find a lot of veterans will get on board with that?
They're a little bit resistant at first because everybody thinks that yoga is only for bendy people, only for thin people, and that's certainly not the case. Yoga is for anybody and everybody who wants to work through any problems to feel better. It really helps the muscles stretch, and I work out all my aches and pains each morning with my yoga practice. So,
now,
yes.
like I said earlier, I've not done yoga, but it's my understanding that yoga is a lot of core work.
Yes, and we do balancing, but really at its primary basis of yoga, it's breathing, it's breath work.
Wow.
Yes.
I did not realize that.
And
I learned
most of us don't know how to breathe.
Well, apparently not, if we have to go to a class to learn.
Exactly.
And so the breathing then, in turn, is going to help a plethora of our issues.
Sure. It helps calm the mind. I know I had a lot of issues sleeping and falling asleep initially at night. My mind would be racing, thinking about all the lists of things I need to do, but by learning, again, breathing techniques and just how to focus on calming the mind, I was able to do that, and I can fall asleep anywhere in like less than about 20 seconds now.
Just by breathing, huh?
Just by breathing,
wow.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, where did you tell me where this was taking place?
At Trilogy Performance Sports. It's at 311 Highway 62, Suite D in Princeton, Kentucky. It's the old Quality Ford building behind Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And the proceeds, tell me how that works.
All of the proceeds are going towards the Veterans Yoga Project. And that's out of California. It's begun, but it's reaching across the nation, and they're trying to reach out to support yoga programs for veterans specifically. They do research, and they support the needs of the veterans and the families. And I found out about this on Facebook. Being a yoga instructor, it just popped up into my radar, and I wanted to jump on board with it. My husband's retired military. My father was a veteran, as were my grandfathers and many generations back. So it's very near and dear to my heart.
Right. So the Veterans Yoga Project, then they're based out of California.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have local funds allocated?
Yes, and they teach instructors specifically for PTSD and trauma-related yoga, and then they have this wonderful website where you can donate directly to it. Again, funding the instructors, but also services for veterans. So it's multi-level in many ways that they're able to help out.
Are you aware of some of the ways the money is used other than to pay instructors?
Yes, I probably have that information right here.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to throw you off with that question.
I know that at their website, veteransyogaproject.org, there's tons of information about all of that, even showing research about how the symptoms of PTSD can be lessened by yoga, how it affects the nervous system functioning. There's a lot of science, and I know, like, even in my Yoga Journal magazine this week that I received has several articles about how the military is using yoga now for their active military even. And then in the recovery process for those who are trying to recover and recuperate from their time overseas, and just trying to help them in any way they can with the yoga. Yeah.
How new is that concept to the military, like for them to implement? Did your article
I'd
get
say in
into
the
that?
past 20 years it's become much more prevalent, as it has in our mainstream America. Back in the 70s it was all, there's certainly more of a hippie type and
Sure.
the different demographic, but it's definitely now coming into the foreground. I mean, we have a couple of yoga studios here in Princeton alone, so that says a lot for us.
Sure.
We've come a long way.
And I think you touched on that, our older veterans especially still, look at it as a probably more of a hippie movement.
Absolutely.
As opposed to opening their mind a little more and looking at what it actually does do.
Sure, absolutely. And yoga can be accessible to anybody, even if you can't touch your toes. We have, again, modifications for that. You can do yoga sitting in a chair, and so you're not getting up and down off the ground. I have a population regularly at Trilogy who is a more mature group, and a lot of retired people. And so, and then we also have because we're a gym, we have a lot of fitness people, and so to help them with injuries and surgeries, and just after a really good hard workout, it's good to stretch those muscles out. You build more lean muscle, and you have a lot less pain the next few days after you're stretching and doing yoga. So, yeah,
Awesome.
It applies to all parts of the life.
Well, Jannette, you say you can do yoga from a chair. You'll have to teach me how to do yoga from the top of my horse, because that's where I'm going to be Sunday.
I'm sure it's a thing.
I'm sure.
There's goat yoga, there's paddleboard yoga, I'm sure there's horse yoga.
Jannette, do you have anything else you'd like to add about this event?
Just come and join us. Everybody is welcome. Don't be afraid. We're going to have a good time. And if you can't make it to the event, you can go to the website, veteransyogaproject.org, and they have a portal there where you can donate directly.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Misty.
Jannette Parent, yoga class fundraiser for veterans. Join in this Sunday. $10 donation is preferred, but whatever you can give would be great to help out the Veterans Yoga Project. We'll be right back with our next guest after this.
The holidays are coming, and the tools and the savings that come with them are already here at the Home Depot. If someone on your Christmas list would like some new tools from top brands like Milwaukee, Ryobi, DeWalt, Makita, Husky, or Rigid, make their wish come true and do it with savings